is the house that Cruz built. For Eden.
Please tell Kirk that I want him to meet me at the houseboat. Well, it's just a little surprise I'm cooking up for my fiancé. Well, it's a surprise. But would you make sure that he gets this message? And tell him it's urgent.
Don't move!
Well, go ahead. I mean, pull the trigger. I mean, that's going to make for interesting headlines, Cruz. Cop kills executive of fiancé's company. I just don't think Eden's going to be too crazy about the publicity, that's all.
And you're lucky I stopped to ask questions. A lot of times when a hammer comes flying through a window at me, I lose my temper.
Okay, all right, just relax. I mean, if this had been my place, I'd probably be as upset as you are right now.
Which brings us to the point. This isn't your place. So what the hell are you doing here?
Man, I could take you down for breaking and entering.
Yeah, well, I just heard about this extravagant gift that you were making for Eden, so I thought I'd better get on down here and check it out.
Thought you'd throw a few hammers through the window while you were at it?
No, just one hammer. You know, the darn thing slipped right out of my hand.
Don't give me that. You threw the thing.
Cruz, I'll pay to have the window replaced. How about that?
Yes, you will. I'm waiting for an explanation, Kirk, and I want it now.
Okay, you got it. I lost my temper. So I found out you've been checking into my past. You know, you got no right to do that, Castillo. I don't like anybody checking up on me, and I don't think Eden's going to like the idea that you are so jealous of me that you would have done something that petty.
You do a great imitation of a man with something to hide.
Oh, man, you know what? You are just out to get me because you think I am some kind of threat to you? Well, you got it all wrong. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to warn you right now, Cruz. When you try and pull that kind of thing behind my back again, and I'll tell you what, badge or no badge, I'm going to make you regret it. You got something you want to find out about me? Do you? Well, then you just come directly to me from now on, all right? I'll be glad to tell you anything you want to know about me.
Will you?
Hey, if you're trying to find out some secret in my past that you can use against me, you better just forget that idea. I've never broken a law in my life. I'll tell you what, Cruz, I'll make a deal with you right now.
What kind of deal?
I won't tell Eden what you're up to if you don't tell her about the hammer and this event.
What are you talking about, what I'm up to?
Well, come on. All this here. I mean, I'd sure hate to spoil, you know, your surprise for Eden. You see, Cruz, what you don't understand is you and I are just going to have to forget this ever took place, all right? You got that? Oh, and you can bill me for the window. No problem.
Cranston! I make no deals of any kind with you. But I'll tell you what I think. I think you threw the thing through the window because you can't handle the fact that Eden is spoken for. You understand what I'm saying? The woman is mine, and the man ain't been made who can take her away from me.
Hi.
No.
Wait till I tell you. Everybody has confirmed the party. There hasn't been one single turn down.
Well, who'd have the nerve to turn you down?
Are you through for the day?
In a manner of speaking.
What does that mean?
It means I'm off duty, but I'm ready for what's about to happen.
No. You aren't even going to think about getting frisky unless you give me some hints on my surprise.
Oh, I'll be glad to, lady. Any time after you've seen it.
Oh, come on. Just one hint.
You're like a kid at Christmas time. You know that? You can't wait for anything, can you?
No. As a matter of fact, I've done some snooping on my own.
What are you talking about snooping?
Don't worry. I'm playing fair.
I'll be the judge of that. What have you been up to?
Uh-oh, I'm in the grip lock here.
You got it.
I saw some overalls covered with sawdust.
Listen to me, Peaches. You keep your nose out of my things.
What are you doing with overalls?
I'm doing undercover work. Cops always do undercover work in overalls, unless they look good in Bermuda shorts.
Bermuda shorts?
You know what I mean, and I don't.
Let me guess. You bought me a termite nest.
Don't give me any ideas.
Cruz?
Yeah?
Let go of me. You're not really doing undercover work, are you?
Come on, don't start. I know this game. I am perfectly safe. I'm qualified to do what I do. Nothing is going to happen to me.
Sure. And then every time I turn around, you're getting shot at. You're being held hostage. You're jumping out of 100-story buildings. How can I relax when I'm living with Superman, huh?
Try positive thinking, all right? I have a charmed life. Fate has a net under me.
Fate should have a net over you.
Who writes your material? Look, I'm going to make a quick shave in there, and then I'll take you to the little, I got a joint you should see for dinner. Let me hold on this place. Don't mind driving a little. It's up the coast, you know? It's supposed to be, Eden? Eden?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, baby. What are you thinking about?
I guess I've just been alone a little bit too much today. I was just thinking about that dream.
That dream, yeah. You know, this is starting to worry me. I think you should spend a little time with a psychologist and get this off your chest.
I'm not crazy just because my values and your values don't mesh, you know.
I'm not saying you're crazy.
Then why do you keep telling me to see doctors?
Excuse me, I just think it would help.
All you want is for them to side with you. I don't care how many people are lined up with you against me.
What? Now you're starting to sound crazy. No one's lined up against you.
Philosophically, yes. You, Ted, Kelly. Look, I am not irrational. It is just the dream that's irrational. And I think the dream has a lot of significance.
Darling, look, I'm not trying to fight with you about this. I just want to help you get through it, you know? I think if we just... Eden, you're trembling.
I'm sorry. It's just a little bit too much for me to handle, you know? I mean, I'm tired. I'm not close to my mother anymore. Gina drives me crazy. She can be absolutely infuriating.
I know.
I wish there was something I could do, but there's not. She has absolutely no right to any decisions in this family.
What about those papers that your father signed? You never,
Right.
Did you ever find them?
No. I think Gina destroyed them. I mean, she wouldn't be running around so high and mighty if they were still in existence, would she?
Well, maybe not. Maybe she hid them someplace.
Well, if she did that. Well, you're the world's greatest detective. Do you think you could find them?
I could try. It's the least the world's greatest detective could do.
You know I would love you through eternity if you found them.
Make me a better offer.
I would love you through eternity, and I would take you to the best French restaurant in town.
How many times?
Twice.
5.
5 times?
5.
All right, 5.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I love doing business with you.
Are you alone?
Oh, yeah, I'm alone. No, Cruz had to leave. And where have you been all day? I've been trying to get a hold of you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just had to take care of a couple of personal things.
So, how's everything going with Cruz's promotion?
Well, it takes a little bit of time, you know, get somebody kicked upstairs. Made me a lot of influence.
Do you think you can do it?
Well, I said I thought that I could, and yeah, I'll do it. In fact, I've got a couple things set in motion that we should be hearing about any moment now.
But you think the chances are good?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me.
Wonderful. I wish the problem with my father was this easy to handle.
Well, you know, Eden, I think you're handling this whole thing about as well as anybody can. And frankly, for the first time, I'm able to see very clearly what it is you're up against with your father.
How do you mean?
Well, the fact that, you think that everyone is ignoring what your father wanted. I just want to tell you that you're right about that. I mean, it's like what he wanted, it doesn't really matter to them. I just find that so very, very wrong. I can't tell you.
Oh, Kirk. You don't know how wonderful it is to hear somebody say that. I felt like it was me against the world,
You told me so much about Cece. I'm beginning to realize, what kind of man he was, or still is, of course. That first and foremost, that he demanded loyalty. And that's exactly what you're living up to right now. If there's any confusion in this, I'll tell you what's making you unhappy. It's this moral issue that Cruz is making out of it.
It really isn't a question of morality, is it?
No, not by my thinking. I mean, this is a simple, case of gratifying a dying man's wishes, right? I mean, is there anything immoral about that?
Someone understands. I wish Cruz could understand the way you do. I've been going through so much lately.
I know. I understand. But Eden, you can't let this difference of opinions get in the way of your life right now. You and Cruz are bound to have a lot of conflicts. You come from different cultures, radically different backgrounds. I imagine there are going to be a lot of battles that are going to be fought and lost on both sides all through this marriage.
A lot already have.
What do you say? How are you feeling? You want me to call up a lawyer and see what the legal ramifications are going to be of stopping that life support?
Yeah, I think we should. Not because we're going to do anything, but because we want to know where we stand.
Right. Well, if I can use his phone, I'll make that call.
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right.
Oh. I'll get it. Hello? Yes, this is she. Really? Thank you. Thank you very much. Cruz got the promotion. This is going to be the biggest surprise in his life, and I have you to thank for it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. If you're looking for Eden, she isn't home.
Actually, I'm looking for you.
Me? What have I done?
Como un amigo, Rosa.
Ah, that's better.
People always think I'm working. It's the strangest thing. I want to help Eden find some documents that her father signed. Things to do with his new will and the corporate bylaws. Do you know about those?
Of course.
Well, Eden and I think that Gina might know about them, too. Have you ever seen her with such papers?
As a matter of fact, I did see her once with several papers.
Looked like they could have been official documents?
Yes, they could have.
When was that?
Not exactly sure, but not too long ago. Because they had been working here in the atrium, replastering this column. Later, several days later, the spot that had been replastered by the workmen had been broken into.
Really? Somebody tore it up, huh?
It was strange. It's been fixed.
I can see that. I should have come to you sooner. You're terrific, thanks.
Do you think Gina...
Well, you can't tell with somebody like Gina. But I should pin a badge on you and turn you into a deputy sheriff.
Oh, muchas gracias. But before I become a deputy sheriff, I have to make dinner.
Gina!
Yes, you want to talk to me about official business?
No, this is strictly unofficial time visit.
Well, you better be nice then. I don't think I want to be insulted by you anymore.
Oh, did I insult you the last time we talked? Shows you what I get for being honest.
And rude. I haven't changed my mind. I'm not going to let up on your precious Eden if that's what this is all about.
No, this is about you, not Eden. I think we both know that you've become a bit of a thorn in everyone's side lately. But I have an idea how we could alleviate that problem if you're willing to listen.
Well, I don't agree with you, but I'm willing to listen.
Good. It's about some papers that Cece signed, and they mysteriously disappeared just after his stroke. You see, I know for a fact that they were stashed temporarily in the masonry of this house. Since they've been removed, and the kicker is, but I know where they are now.
You couldn't. I just mean... Well, I just mean it's ridiculous. I don't even know what you're talking about.
That was easier than I'd hoped, Gina. Why'd you keep them?
I think you should leave. I don't want to deal with any more of these police tricks.
You got some sort of plan, huh? Let me tell you something. You should be very careful, you know, because you're hanging here as it is by the slenderest of threads.
You don't have any right to talk to me like this. I haven't done anything to deserve it. I've always been very polite to you and very nice. I suppose Eden has poisoned your mind against me, and I think it's just terrible. I've never done you any harm, and I don't want you coming in this house accusing me of things. I bet she put you up to it, didn't she?
I guess I'd be upset, too, if I'd been so easily tricked. Am I the only other person who knows you still have the papers?
I don't know anything about any papers. Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Hello?
I'm calling Eden. Is she there?
Yeah, she is, but she's in the shower.
Well, tell her to get herself over to her house as soon as she's dry, and tell her to hurry.
Okay, well, would you like me to help dry her off just to speed things up a little bit?
You and I are really on a collision course here, man. I just hope you know what you're doing. Now get her home.
Well, there you are.
I knew where I was. I was out watering Cruz's plants. Did I hear the phone?
Yeah, you did. In fact, it was Cruz.
What did he want? Why didn't you tell me?
No, nothing. He just wanted me to give you a message to you. Something about getting over to the house as soon as you can. I guess there's something fairly urgent.
Well, then what are we waiting for? Let's go.
All right.
Cruz.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hey, listen, before we go on, I want to talk to you in private for a second.
Okay.
Is that my cue to disappear?
Well, you might back off a little. That'd be nice.
I hope you two aren't starting anything.
Not yet.
Cruz, what do you want to talk to me about?
I want you to search the upstairs of the house right away. I know for a fact now that Gina has those papers we were talking about.
You do?
Yeah, I told him I knew where they were, and she panicked. Then she turned around and tried to deny it, but she'd already blown her cover. I would have started searching myself, but it wouldn't be legal. But since you live here, you can search your heart's content.
Okay, well, I'll do that right away. Where do you think I should start to look?
I tried her room, the room she's sleeping in, maybe Brandon's room. I mean, she might have stashed them in a safe deposit box for all I know, but I bet they're still in the house.
Okay, well, I'll use my imagination. You don't have to stand out here, do you? I mean, it's legal if you come inside,
If
right?
you invite me in, it's legal for me to help you.
All right. Well...
I'm going to stand in here for a second and talk to Kirk.
All right. Well, you're invited in, and I'll see you in a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes. First thing, I want to thank you, man, for delivering the message.
You didn't think I would?
The thought did cross my mind.
Well, look, I'm not about to stand in the way of any of this. I mean, finding those papers is going to solve a lot of Eden's problems.
Also, she told you about that, did she?
Well, why not? I mean, we're in business together.
No, I think the case is that you work for her. Forgive me, correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Thank you for putting me back in my place.
Anytime, buddy. Speaking of Eden's problems, I want you to know I think the worst problem she's facing right now is you.
Oh, well, no, you're wrong about that, Cruz. Because, you see, I am her biggest asset, and I'm going to help her. In fact, one of these days, you're probably going to end up thanking me.
No. She made a big mistake taking you on. Kind of like inviting a cannibal to a picnic. Now, you're around for the time being, so we're going to put up with you. But you'd better watch what you eat. No.
Now what?
Now I'm going to do something that the family should have done a long time ago.
This is your room in my house. You are a transient in this house.
Leave those things alone and get out of here.
No, your voice. Yelling never did impress me.
Eden, I said leave my things alone. Get out of here. Stop it. Eden, get out. Stop it. There's a master upstairs. I'll get no weapons. Do you hear me? Where am I gonna hide these things? I don't have much time.
What's going on?
Don't ask.
What are you doing?
I went up there and I was searching her room and she walked in on me and unlocked it and locked the door. Now I gotta unlock it.
Hey, take it easy. You don't want to get in a fight with her.
Oh, don't I? Nothing would please me more.
Hey,
Don't!
You're not going back up there till you cool
You
down.
value your life, you'll let go of this bat.
I asked you to look for the papers, knock Gina's brains out. It's
Yeah.
a little bit much, don't you think?
No, she asked for it.
Look, Eden, this is nothing to get violent about, all right?
Look, she's got those papers and I'm gonna get them back. This is the last chance I have.
Hey, Eden. Eden, now don't provoke her. There's no telling what she's gonna do.
Look, you don't have to approve of what I'm doing, but you're not gonna stop me. I've taken all I can from her.
Come on,
She's
be
gone too
reasonable.
far.
We're looking for some papers already.
Ah!
Hey, knock it off.
Keep her away from
Both of
me.
you, knock it off.
Keep her away from me. Why did you away from you? You
Gina, shut up.
let go of me.
You cool out. Just get out of here, will you?
Yeah,
Stop
I'll leave.
it.
I'll leave. Let her search the room. You can search till hell freezes over. You're not gonna find anything. Your precious papers are gone forever.
I'm sorry, dude. I told you I might get crazy.
I just get so frustrated.
What?
I can't stand seeing her get away with this.
She's getting away with more than documents if you let her upset you so much.
Right. You're right, she's not worth it, but those papers are.
Don't worry, we'll find them. It's just going to take a little careful sleuthing. Can't be quite as casual as I'd hoped, but we'll dream something up.
I'm sorry I didn't have better luck.
Well, you know what the man said? Luck is the residue of design, so we'll make a design.
You know what I want?
What's that?
I want to go back to your place.
Okay, come on. I'll take you to that little restaurant up the coast I was talking about for dinner.
Oh, where's Kirk?
Kirk had to leave.
You know, Cruz, I used to love this house. Now it seems so dark and depressing. I guess there's just been so much unhappiness in it.
Why do you say we go someplace bright and noisy then?
Anywhere but here. You know, I get these premonitions sometimes.
Premonitions of what?
Something bad's gonna happen. I feel that way right now.
Then that does it. Let's get out of here.